Hello, everyone. My name is Ethan Reif, and I am a crypto enthusiast and Axie manager myself, um, running an Axie guild of about 70 scholars. In this video today, I am going to explain how to use the Axie Scholar Utilities software by Ferran, and I'll just kind of take you guys through everything from start to finish in terms of using the Windows and Docker installation route. So I've done this on another computer doing the Mac, and so I'm going to run through it for the first time on this Windows using a wallet that I just created the other day with a branch of 3 wallets for testing purposes underneath it. And you're going to get to see how to use the software to automate payouts, and I'm going to make it quick for you guys. So as you can see, it just starts out on this page. This is the main page for the Axie Scholars Utility Wiki. There are other ways to download it, including the Mac version and then the Poetry installation version. And then you can do, I think the Poetry version is Trezor compliant, meaning you can use it with your Trezor. But this one, you will not be able to use cold storage with. All right. So first you want to click on the link to go to the installation page for Windows. And the first thing you want to do is download Docker. So you'll go to the Docker docs page, and you'll just download Docker Desktop for Windows here. Okay, so you can see he talks a little bit about where it's stored and how to download the latest image. And so if you're not really sure about how to execute these commands, you're going to want to just go down here to your search bar and type terminal or command prompt. And this is how you're going to be running these commands for the software. And so it looks like it's loading right now, but in the meantime, I will kind of show you guys a bit of the format for the CSV files you're eventually gonna use are, because I already created the Excel files, which will be downloaded later and used as CSV files to complete the payouts. So I'll kind of explain the format of the files that you're going to create. You're only going to need 2 different sheets, or Excel sheets, Google Sheets, whatever works. All you need to do is make sure that you can download it into a CSV format, so that you can then use a command to upload it into a JSON object that you're going to use and run your automated payouts, so that you don't have to go through each payout individually. And so the main format is going to be for your update file, which you're just going to name update, is you're going to have the Ronin public address in the first column, and then the corresponding private key for that. And so here you can see my private keys. This is not my main wallet, nor is it a wallet I plan on using afterwards. So if you want to use these private keys and access the wallets that I show, go for it. You're probably not going to find any value in there. But just as an example, this is going to be your public address, and this is going to be your private key. And if you don't know how to access your private key, I'll show you that really quick. So here's the main account that I made, and then the branch accounts, which would be the Scholar accounts. And as you probably know, the address that you copy up here is the public address, so you just copy that and paste it in there. And the private keys you can find by going here and typing in your password. and then copying it and pasting it so that you don't mess up any characters. And so just to recap, let's go to manage, click, and then view private key and enter password. All right, and so these are the tester accounts that I created. They just have 100 SLP each in them. And we're going to run through how to move that using the automated software, and how we're going to be able to pay out our scholars using Ferran's software. All right, so by now Docker has downloaded, and I've shown you the update file, which you're going to want to copy and create right now. So you can pause the video and go through and upload all of your private keys and their corresponding public keys to a file just like this. So public key in column A and private key in column B. And then also you can start by creating a format in a payments file that looks like this. And so you're going to take the name, left column, and then right in column B, account address, C, scholar payout address, D, percent for scholar, E, the trainer payout address, and then F, the trainer percent. And so I do want to note that these are extremely sensitive inputs, so please format it the exact way that I did. That is to say that your row number 1 should look the same as mine. And there are other versions of this format that include a flat payout, and I'm not going to include those in this video. You can look at other videos or follow the information on the GitHub repo to look for a template for that type. I'm only going to show the percentage type right now. I do also want to point out that the percentages should add up to 99 because there's a 1% fee involved in the payout software. All right, and just to briefly explain the payments, Google Sheets, it has the account address. That's the public address of the account that's listed, and it has the payout address for the scholar that's associated with that account. So if I have a scholar, Freddie, who's playing Tester 1, and he has his own Ronin wallet that we send SLP to, we want to put his payout address there. And for the trainer payout address, if you're the owner / trainer of these Axies, then you want to make sure that's your personal address. And I think they're working on supporting more payout spreads so that you could have maybe like an owner payout address, a trainer payout address, a manager payout address, so that you can automate those as well. But this tutorial is only going to cover 2 different addresses uploaded into your payments sheet. All right, and so now we've downloaded Docker, and I'm going to take you through what to do from here. Okay, so Docker is now opening, and you'll get to see what that looks like. And then we're going to pull we're going to use the Docker pull function to download the utilities. So I'm going to pause the video really quick while this finishes downloading, and we'll continue after. Okay, and now after a brief bit of research to figure out exactly how to handle the aliases that we were looking at here, instead of running them in the terminal like I had previously thought, it is going to be slightly different for Windows, and you're going to follow this link here. So it does note that you need the exact file names for this to work. So make sure you're naming things exactly how he says in this section and in the next section. So this is the page that explains how to execute these commands and how to format your files in a folder so that the software will run properly. And so he starts out by saying you need to have a folder with 2 files so that the 2 JSON files, and then any CSV files you might use to create any JSON file. So those CSV files are going to come from here. You're just going to go to your Excel or your Google Doc, and you're going to go to File, Download, and you're going to download it as a comma separated values document. So CSV file, and you're going to want to show that in the folder, and make sure it is named exactly as he has said. It needs to be named update.csv. And then you're going to want to go to your desktop and create a file or new folder, and you're going to want to name it whatever. I'm going to name it Axie Utilities. And then you're going to want to go back and take update CSV and place it in your Axie Utilities folder. All right, and you're just going to want to do the same exact thing with payments as well. So again, you go over here and you hit File, Download as not as a TSV, as a CSV. And then again, make sure it's the proper name, and that would just be payments.csv. And you're going to also paste that in your Axie Utilities file. And so now you have both the CSVs, and what you need to do is create a couple of JSON files, as he says, one called payments.json and one called secrets.json. So you're going to do that just by creating a new file. I'm pretty sure any file will do, and then just delete the entire thing, including the file name extension, so that it formats as a JSON file. All right, and now once you have those, all you have to do is take the payments JSON and put some empty brackets in it, and do the same, I guess, with your secrets JSON also. So you're going to go to the file, open up update.json and payments.json. And this is where it's nice to have a text editor. So I use Visual Studio Code, but you can use whatever you like. And I think it's just a pair of open brackets like that, yeah. And then Control Save, and another pair of open brackets, and save. Okay. So now that you have your JSON files and they are located in the same folder as your CSV files, and they have the updated empty brackets in them, and you have all of your CSV files formatted properly and filled out properly, you can move forward to starting to run these commands in your terminal. And I think first what you have to do is go down and download the commands to build the aliases within your folder. So you'll show where those are in the folder, and you will move them into your Axie Utilities folder. And so you'll see here that the PS1 file that you just downloaded from the bottom of the functions page is in your Axie Utilities folder. All right, I'm back, and thank you guys for sticking with it. I just finished downloading Docker, and you do have to restart your computer once you download it, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. And if you're on Windows and you're downloading it, make sure to download the Linux kernel update package. Be sure that if you need to as well, like it did for me, then it will send you a link to this page, and you'll just click here and install that package, restart your Docker, and it'll come up. And so you can just skip the tutorial and then go back to this page, take the command and pull up your terminal and run the command. Okay, so it shouldn't take super long to finish downloading. Once you've done this, I will pause the video for now and we'll come back once the Docker is downloaded in terminal. Okay, the software is now downloaded. You can tell here it says the status is downloaded newer image for the Axie Scholar utilities there, and it's the latest version. Okay, and so so once you have your file folder with your payments.csv, your payments.json, your update.csv, and your update.json all filled out, you're going to want to download the Docker Hub script PS1 file. And so you're going to go right over to the execute commands page that we were just on, this one that shows you how to make the payments, the JSONs with the open brackets. You're going to scroll all the way down to alternative method. From there, you're going to click this download link right here, and you're going to download it. Once it downloads, you're going to take that file, and you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it into your folder with the payments CSV, the payments JSON, and the other files also. So now you're going to have 5 files in here, and those files are going to be the PS1 file, 2 JSON files that are just open brackets, and the CSV files that you downloaded from either Excel or Google Sheets or Numbers. And so you're going to now go up to the top, and it wants you to run the payments generation. And so I'll show you kind of how this works and how the rest of the software works, and show you an example. So right now it's pulled up like this. I'm going to go back, though, and show you how to pull it up. So you're going to go back to terminal, command prompt, and you're going to actually, sorry, you're not going to go to terminal. You're going to go to the file in the folder, and you're going to go click on the Docker Hub PS1, and you are going to right-click it and click Run with PowerShell, and open. And it should kind of show you how to run these commands with different numbers. And so let's see. The first command that we were trying to run is payments, and this will generate payments. It'll take the information that's in your CSV file and put it into the JSON file. And so if you want to run payments or generate payments, you'll just type in 1 to the PowerShell and hit enter. Okay, and then you just need to provide your manager Ronin, which is going to be your Ronin for the payments file, and that's going to be your trainer payout address or your manager address. And so whatever's in your trainer payout address or your own personal address, that's where you're going to use here in terminal to log in. So here it says new payments file saved, and I'll just show you what that looks like just so you have an idea of what just happened. You're going to go back here, you're going to look at payments.json, and you'll open it. And this time it has each scholar account in it with their name, has the account address of that scholar, it has the payout address, which would be your address, or the scholar payout address, which is their address, their percentage, your payout address, which is the trainer payout address, and your percentage. So it should look like this. It should have the similar format, and then have your Ronin, the manager Ronin at the top, which is the Ronin address that you entered when you just gave the command in your PowerShell. And so that's how you generate your payments file. And then next, you're going to want to generate your secrets file. And so you're going to go back to the PowerShell, and you're going to look up mass update, generate secrets. And so that's number 3. You'll hit enter. And it should come up. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Please provide a correct path of file. A path provided, files/secrets.json. Okay. So here's where you're going to do wherever you have your secrets file, you're going to go desktop/Axie utilities if you have it on your desktop, and then you're going to do secrets.json. Oh, shoot. Okay. You want to do that. Okay, you might want to just go straight to 2 then. Mass update secrets. We'll see if that works. Okay, I'm going to check really quick and see. Secrets.json. Okay, so I think it's because it created a secondary folder here with secrets.json, and I'm going to delete that folder. I'm going to go back, and I am going to run the command again. Here from PowerShell, we're going to do number 2. Okay, one second. Okay, from here for secret generation, you're going to want to go to your file or your folder with the files in it. And my apologies earlier. I said that you should name this update.json, but actually it should be named secrets.json. And I first need to delete this folder and then rename it secrets. .json, and that's in line with what's set up here. So my apologies on saying update.json earlier. It should still have the empty brackets in your secrets, and you should be good to go. And so to update your secrets, you're going to first generate them by running the second command in your PowerShell. So that will be here, and you'll just type 2 and hit enter, and it should work just fine. Okay, and to check, you just go to your secrets.json, and it should be populated just like this. All right. And now you have to update your secrets. Let's see. Okay, you don't have to update it right now, but you can update it later by using your update CSV. So if you have any new accounts you want to add, you just go to your CSV or where you have it originally, and you'll add those accounts on the rows and the columns, just like you did before with your public domain or your public address here and your private key here. And so then you'll download that CSV file and you'll update it using the mass update secrets command. And so that command, you're just going to access it by typing typing 2, and you should be good to go. And so first you're going to want to claim SLP. And so I want to show you first the file that I have, or the accounts that I have set up, so that you can see that there is SLP in it. I can't claim any because I haven't used the accounts for scholaring or anything, and so it's likely that this command will run it will come up with nothing, but I'll show it to you anyway. You would type 4 here and hit enter, and it would explain that each account has no claimable SLP if there's none in. And so next you have execute payments, and so and then there's also auto payments. So I'll show you the difference between the two. You have payouts, and this is the command for payouts. You'll execute this as defined in payments.json. So that's the JSON that we had populated from the CSV file earlier. And the automatic one will, the auto payouts command will run it without you needing to confirm account by account, but the first one will have you confirm account by account. And since the second one is just like the first one, only without confirming, I'll show you the first one, and you'll just get to see it and work with the confirmations. And so first I'm going to show you that these Ronin accounts that we're going to use are filled with some SLP. So I'll show you that here. And so here is the tester accounts, tester 1. It has 100 SLP in there. Tester 2, and it has another 100. And tester 3, which also has 100. All right. And then the main account, which is going to receive, I believe, some of the payouts. And if not, I'll just show you the activities, which will show you where the payouts were sent. All right. And so now we're going to execute the payouts. The number 5 command, we'll just hit 5 here and hit enter. Okay, so it says here payments for tester 1. That's the first account in the CSV file that we downloaded, and it says it gives the Ronin, and then it tells how much needs to go there, and that would be 59 SLP for the scholar. And then donation to software creator for tester 1 for 1 SLP, and then 40 SLP to the trainer. And you'll just hit yes if that's right, or no if that's wrong. And it will then move on to the next payment once it runs the command to send out the SLP the way that you have said it would in your in your CSV and in your JSON. And so here it shows you the payments are being ran. It's showing you that the payment to the scholar is being run, and then the other payments are waiting to finish, and it should finish pretty soon here, and then ask about the next account. And if you want to skip all this, you can do the auto payment function, which will be number 6 in the command prompt instead of number 5. And then it gives you the next series of payouts, and you just hit yes again if that's right, or no if that's wrong, and so on and so on. And I will I'll pull up the account so that you can see that some was sent yes to the I believe it's to the trainer for that amount, and I'll just show you on tester 1 there's no longer any SLP in because that SLP was sent. And I guess it doesn't show up in activities, but it does show here that the SLP was moved, and in one of the addresses it was sent to, there's now SLP. And so that's how the software works. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know or let Ferran know. I know that he's put a lot of work into this project and he cares a lot about this community. And so I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope this video is super helpful for you, and thank you for watching it.